Yo guys, so now we're moving on to arms. I'm going to show you my full tricep workout. So I'm going to show you sets and reps down in the corner. I'm going to show you the exercise name. Right, let's get straight into the first exercise. So what I always start out my tricep day with is some kickbacks, because you want to be able to hold that contraction, so I do it as my first exercise. So what you guys want to do is make sure you're keeping your elbow up the whole time, never let it drop. You want to lock out your triceps after every rep. You want to squeeze it and hold it as long as you can, let it down and just repeat. This exercise is amazing for the long head of your triceps, so make sure you're doing these. And then I move on to these skull crushers. Skull crushers are so important for building triceps because they give you that stretch on the long head that you don't get that often. You want to let your arms drift back behind your head as far as you can, maybe even touch the floor. Then when you come up, you want to come up to an angle. You do not want to come up vertical to yourself. You want to keep that angle to keep the stress on your tricep. You want to make sure you're doing these quite heavy weight every time you train your tricep. So after that skull crusher has stretched out your tricep, I go on to the tricep push down. I usually use a rope, but for some reason there's like no ropes left in the gym. Don't know where they've gone, so I'm just going to use a bar. You want to keep your back straight and make sure you're pushing your arms down and locking out every time. You want to try and get your arms back behind your body as far as you can. It is hard with a bar, but if you've got a rope, just get your arms back as far as you can. Feel that contraction in your tricep. Make sure you're pushing down, locking out your arms with every rep. And then what you guys want to do is put the bar over your head, turn around and just do the same thing like the skull crushers together. Extra stretch on the long head. Make sure you're contracting it every time, feeling that squeeze, because the mind muscle connection is so important. Let your arms drift all the way back. And then I go into this exercise here where I grab the rope across my body. Not many people do this. It is for the lateral head. It's really good to isolate that head of the tricep because it does get neglected quite often. So you want to make sure you are bringing your arm across your body and you want to try and squeeze the lateral head of your tricep, which is that one on the side. If you're looking at it from the side, that is the one that you're working the most. So make sure you implement these into your tricep day to get those extra gains on the lateral. The lateral head of the tricep is the one that is most visible from the side. So if you're lacking size from the side of your arms, make sure you're doing these. Build up those lateral heads to gain that size back on the sides of your arms. And then to finish off, I go into a heavyweight close grip bench press. So this is another great compound movement that you guys need to be doing. You can load the bar up really heavy. This is like the main stimulation for the tricep with that heavy overload weight. So you want to make sure you're stacking it up. Just lock it out. Make sure your grip is as narrow as you can without causing wrist injuries. You just want to push the weight off, feel that contraction, let it down, push it off. Simple exercise. And then after that, I go on to my last exercise, which is dips. So dips is the only bodyweight option I have today for your triceps, but it can be a great overload, especially on that lateral head of your tricep. So you do want to make sure that you are implementing these into your tricep day at the end. And like always, I finish off the session with some twisting and some normal sit-ups. Alright, well that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up. Remember to leave a comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bless.